Yo, what's up guys, Terrell here. And today with another basic PvP guide, and this time for the Discipline Priest. So today I'm gonna talk about the talents I'm choosing and why, the glyphs, a little bit of the about the spells and the defensive spells you have. I'm not gonna explain what I use in which situation and when I use a certain spell, but I am gonna tell you guys something about the spell. The more in-depth thing will come later on. So a little bit about the rotation, well, I should say priority system, and about my overall what I think about the Discipline Priest at the moment in Warlords of Draenor. So to start off, let's start with the talents. These are the talents I'm choosing, and they might change in certain comps, but overall I'm just choosing these ones. So Spectre guys, just almost, yeah, just every I'm always using Spectre guys, never change that. It's so good to get certain fears off or avoid CC, so never change that one. At level 30 talents I'm using Angelic Feather. I'm always using this one, I'm never changing. I just like them more than the shield. The shield can be nice, but I think Angelic Feather is the best. Surge of Light at level 45. You can change it to Mindbender in some situations, but I think this is the best one. Maybe again, yeah, in twos you can use Mindbender, but I'm just using Surge of Light. I think it's the best one. Level 60, you might swap to Void Tendrils sometimes against Paladin DK comp or Warrior Paladin or something with heavy burst, and when you know they're going for you. But just use Psychic Screen, and for twos, Dominate Might can be nice, but Psychic Screen is the go-to talent for the most comps. So at level 75, I'm using Power Infusion. You get 25% haste and reduce the mana cost of all spells by 20%. Especially the haste is really nice. I will show you guys a macro about it. Oh yeah, I didn't say that. I'm gonna talk about macros too. I will show a macro I have with Power Infusion. I think it's really good, better than Spirit Shell. Spirit Shell can be nice if you can take a little bit of time and give your team a lot of shields. But at PvP nowadays you don't have the time, I guess. But I just don't like Spirit Shells that much as Power Infusion. At level 90 you just go Divine Star because you have the chance to get those procs, you know, those Flash of Heal procs. I think Divine Star is the best. And at level 100 I'm using Saving Grace. So Saving Grace heals a friendly target for 38,000 damage. Now it heals you for 38,000 healing. It's a large heal, it's bigger than Flash Heal, and it's the cast time on Saving Grace and Flash Heal is the same. But you might want to watch out with Saving Grace. Don't use it too often, because every time you heal someone you get a debuff and you heal 10% less, and if you use it twice you heal 20% less, and the third time you heal 30% less, and that stays for 8 seconds. So watch out using this spell, because your other things will heal and absorb less damage. But I'll talk about it later. And sometimes I swap to Words of Mending against certain comps, but especially against heavy cleave comps, Saving Grace can be very good. So those are my talents at the moment. These are the go-to talents, I think. So let's talk about the glyphs this time now. So my main glyphs are Glyph of Penance, so you can you know, move while casting, and main thing is if someone would stand there you can start casting penance on them and line of sight, but the penance will still go through the wall. So that's why Glyph of Penance is so good. You can avoid CC and still keep healing. So this is a must go-to talent. Then Glyph of Weakened Soul, I might change that in some certain cases with Master Spell, but Glyph of Weakened Soul is just a good one, because you can apply your shields more often. And then Glyph of Shadow Magic, so your Fate doesn't only lower your threat, but it also makes you immune to interrupts for 5 seconds. So I would say like you have to heal yourself. You know they have interrupts. Go with Fate. You know you can't be interrupted then, and just spam a few flash heals so you can get yourself a little bit higher, or spam a saving grace or two. These are the three main talents I'm using, and then Master Spell if I know my team is going for the Paladin or the Mage if I'm facing them. So yeah, that's why the other talents are less good, I think. Maybe Glyph of Fate can be okay, because it reduces your damage you take, but it isn't that good as Glyph of Shadow Magic. The only downside is that your Fate has a 1.5 minute cooldown this time, but I think what you get for it is better than what you lose. So yeah. So those are my Glyphs. I think these are just the best. So let's go over my spells and macros then. The spells and macros I mean. So core abilities, yeah. So yeah, these are your core abilities. You have Penance, Powered Shield. So Powered Shield you should apply as often as you can. Always apply Powered Shield, because it's basically a 28,000 or 34,000 heal, but you can't be interrupted on it. So always apply this one. Always apply. Sorry, that's my phone. Always apply this one. Always apply your shield first. That's what I do at least. Oh wait, this is a rotation where I'm talking about. Sorry. So now, that's the rotation. About spells, defensive spells you have as Discipline Priest, you have Powered Barrier. So everyone in the barrier you put down in this barrier you see here takes 25% less damage. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. And your spell casting will not be interrupted by damage, but yeah, that doesn't happen that often anyway. And you have Pain Suppression. So if you use Pain Suppression, you can cast it while you're stunned. The one you give Pain Suppression takes 40% less damage. So it is a good defensive. Those are the two main defenses you have as a Discipline Priest, and you have the Fate Shadow Magic defensive now because the Glyph. But those are the defensives you have. So let's talk about my macros then. I have the macro Avoid. I'm not using this that often. It's just casting Fate and Spectral Guys after, not that impressive. Then I have my Dispel macros, there are 4 Dispel macros. So Dispel Party, Arena Enemy 1, Arena 2 and 3. It's just nice. I mean, you're targeting one of your friends, you're healing him, and you see a mage is casting a certain buff you have to dispel, and he's Party 2. You don't have to target him, you can just use Shift S in my case, and you can just dispel the buff you want to dispel. So those are just some general, I think, good macros. Then you have my Focus Shadow Fiend, not that special. I mean, I'm not using this that often, and my Shadow Fiend, but I think no, this is for Shadow Priest. Don't use this one. My Focus Silence, just the normal silence, only it's going for the focus target. For example, I'm focusing him, and I want to. I mean, I'm not targeting him, but I did focus him, and I want to silence my focus target because I see my focus target is casting a certain spell. I just use my Focus Silence macro. I can't silence him, of course, but I'm just using my Focus Silence macro, and it just silence him. My Burst Healing kind of macro, I think. So what this does is it casts Power Infusion, Archangel, if you have Archangel up. You get Archangel stacks by doing damage with Penance or Smite. So if you have the time in an arena, just use some Smites, Penance someone, and you get some Archangel stacks, and they can stack up to 5, and if you use them, you get just 5% increased healing done per stack. So for 5, that's 25% more healing. So it's casting that one. It's using my Use Trinket, where I'm just increasing my versatility. Oh shit. I should get a better one, I know, but this is the only one I have at the moment. This is for raiding, so you don't have to put this one in it. And then I'm casting Penance. So when I'm using that, don't have to do that. So you see, it's using everything, and you get a lot of haste. So instead of 1.5, it's 1.2 now, and it's working on every single heal, as you see right now. So that's a nice one. This is my burst healing cooldown thing. I'm using it when I want to keep my team aggressive or when I'm in trouble. So my Leap of Faith Party 1 and Party 2 macros, just general macros. My no, I'm not using that one. Party 1 shield and Party 1 shield 2. Party 2 shield, I mean. So I don't have to target them, but most often I'm just targeting them. Yeah, don't use this these macros that often. Party 1 and Party 2 purify, same thing as this one, just purify Party 1 and Party 2 without targeting them. And my penance with my trinkets, so you get a better penance, but I'm not using that one that often. So yeah. So to talk about rotation, as I said before, always use shield first. That's the first thing you want to do. Use your shield. It's just a 34,000 heal, and you can just instantly use it. Once every once every 8 seconds, I think, with the Weakened Soul. Yeah, once every 10 seconds with the Weakened Soul Glyph, and otherwise once every 12 seconds. So always use that one first. After that, you use penance, and use penance because you can a line of sight with penance and with the glyph. So if someone stands there, you can just start casting penance, move here, and continue casting penance without having to stand still and have a chance to get CC'd. So after that, you just, yeah, if you're, it depends on the situation if you to use Saving Grace or Flash Heal. So in general, I would say everyone above 50% use Flash Heal, and if they're extremely low, or at least less, they have less than 50% healing, use Saving Grace. Only then, because Saving Grace has the debuff you get, and that's you have to watch out with that, because if you're just spamming Saving Grace and think, oh, I'm gonna save him, yeah, and then you have certainly have 40% less healing, and they're bursting again, you're in trouble. So watch out using that one. Don't use it when they're above 40%, 50%. In some cases you want to use that, but I'm not gonna explain every single case in this video. So if you're fighting, for example, against paladins, you see them casting wings, you might use it something earlier because you know paladins can hit a lot with wings. But yeah, just generally use this when someone is beneath 50%, and use this one when someone is above 50%. Just use this one when you have time to try to get some procs. It's not healing that much, but it's something. And use Spray of Mending when you have time. But with the cast time, it's a lot less good, and it doesn't even heal that much. It's healing 3,800, but yeah. It's not that good anymore, and so yeah, that's the healing. Those are the healing things you have. I hope you guys think the video / guide is useful. I hope you can gain some rating with it if you're playing Discipline Priest. So my overall thinking about Discipline Priest is they are strong. Maybe even the most strongest healers in the game at the moment. And I don't see that much downside actually. Yeah, you don't have huge heals like a shaman. You can't crit 100k heals or higher. That's not gonna happen. You're gonna heal not that much, but because of you can walk with penance, you can give shields. You can, yeah, it's a nice healer. I like this Discipline at the moment. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Watch out for more content about basic PvP guides. The next one will probably be on a warrior, and I think the Fury warrior, but I'm not certain yet. And this one is gonna be updated for sure, so watch out for that too. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you didn't already, subscribe and like the video, so you know when I'm giving out another video. If you want, you can follow me on Twitch. I'm not streaming that much, but when I stream, it's fun, I think. I hope to see you guys in my next video. See ya!